and the Miners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So Nebraska's offense has the ball first today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position. Let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
The give to the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he'll be brought down. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So UTEP's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team. And
there he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. To throw, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride Davis here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Niners! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-pointed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. You've got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to Davis. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Makes the catch. It's Rayola. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Mills. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Mills. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Huskers are on the move. A first down run on the doorstep. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Ready to try the point after.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Quickly to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Miners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few on that. But what a play by this defense to get the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. You know, Aaron Crouch might be the fastest Husker quarterback I've ever seen until now.
And that's a big compliment. But you watch just the burst, take off from the quarterback spot, be a threat. Defenses are so annoyed when you got a quarterback that can take off and put yourself in a bind like this.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And as offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Denson. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. On the ground, it's Peppers. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These DBs going to give a little cushion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in.
Got some room to run. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Give to the running back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. And the pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got some room, heading to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes the grab deep. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the move, it's Burrell. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Miners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got him. Touchdown, Miners. And they take it in for 6 more points. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. they'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's O'Neal. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, UTEP! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it out. It's Roach. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. It's complete on the right side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Miners are flying down the field. On the run, it's Burrell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's O'Neal. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a...
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Backs looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, what a big play late in this game. You need a score. You desperately need it. Oh, look how close that was.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UTEP! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finds his big tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rayola. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rayola. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Mills. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nebraska! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab down the left side. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Right on the money. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a crease. It's Burrell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll go to the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. The field goal is no good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a